Hey, Shalom. First of all, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem Rakwakadash, Yahweh, who the world ignorantly calls God, Yahweh Shah, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus. I want to give a double honor to the apostles of Green Millstone, who has taught me this truth. I want to give a peace and blessings to the I came across the four corners of the earth who teach this truth and rest the light to do so. It's going to be a quick video. A little one of the videos edifying, loading I can get something from this video. I'm going to go through 2 Ezra 15 and get into prophecy of what times we coming up on as far as in America. Contrary to popular belief, people think that this place is going to dwell and exist forever because they're so used to tomorrow and used to, hearing, stories about, from their grandparents and their and older people that are so-called Christians saying that, because they'll be like, well, my grandma said that the Lord was coming back. My grandpa said that the Lord was coming back. And they looking at it as if like the Lord is slack, concerning his promise. And that's not the case. Now, no man knows, when that day is, but Yahweh Shai told us what to look for. So being prophets, we look at the news and we line the news up and current events up to prophecy, man. And the Lord don't work on our time. He work on his time. Okay, but we understand the signs and the times, man. We understand what time we in. Now, with people being so, with people lollygagging, being in a lollygag spirit, they don't have the spirit of fear. They don't have the spirit of getting right. They don't have the spirit of mortifying their members. They don't have the spirit of wanting to understand the truth or learning the truth. They don't have, they don't have the knowledge. They don't want to have the knowledge. They don't want to have get any understanding. You know what I mean? They're so stuck in their ways. And it's really up to the Lord, because the Lord chooses you. You don't choose the Lord. But we're out here to get the blood off our hands, man. So when you walk past camp, right, and you hear us, you stop and hear us, and you get it, you're an Israelite, right? And you understand it, but your ground is likened unto the stony ground where, root and you can't no roots, get into the soil. But you hear the word, you enjoy the word, but you walk away and put it off, and you put it off day to day. But scripture said don't put it off day to day. Okay. But it's going to come a time where all hell is going to break loose in America, man. And that thus said the scriptures. Okay. This is 2 Ezra 15:1. It says, behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord. So the words of prophecy, which the Lord put in a prophet's mouth. So we're not speaking out of our own mouth, man. We read the scriptures and line the scriptures up, lining prophecy up with the news. And then we go out to the highways and byways and teach and preach and warn the people. Okay, it says, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. Fear not the imaginations against thee. Let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee. Why? Because these people don't believe. These people don't have a believing mind, nor do they care, right? They show their incredulity all the time. They show their incredulity, yeah. I don't really, who is this? I don't really, believe. I believe, but I don't believe all of it. I believe some of it. I don't you have those things. You have those people, but you can't pick and choose what parts you're going to believe. Is either you're going to believe all of it or you're going to believe none of it, man. Okay? You either all the way in or you all the way out. Ain't no in between. Okay? It says, for all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. So when these perils get to coming, right? You're going to have a lot of people that's going to be concerned. But what? The famine of the word is also prophesied to come as well. So there's not going to be men on the highways and byways forever teaching and preaching this word where you could just, I saw them last week. They're going to be out there next week. I'm going to go out there next week. Or I'm going to go out there, and then you put it off and put it off and put it off. Oh, I'm going to go on YouTube and look at this and look at that. But you put it off and put it off and put it off. And then one day it's not going to be, they're going to take down videos and it's not going to be on YouTube. You're going to go out to the highways and byways and brother's not going to be out there. Okay? It says, for wickedness hath exceedingly, Salakia, this is Yeah, 6. It says, for wickedness has exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. And why has wickedness polluted the whole earth? Well, Job 9:24, the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. When you go to Wisdom of Solomon, the 2nd chapter, it tells you about the spirit of the wicked elite, man, and their mindset and the vibration that they had the world on, the YOLO spirit, man. You know, I'm gonna live it up. I'm gonna do whatever I want to do. You know, woot the woot the woot. And nobody can judge me. Because you only live once. Nobody can judge. Okay. It says, the wickedness has exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. Therefore, said the Lord, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness, which they profanely commit. Neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves. Behold, the innocent and righteous blood crieth unto me, and the souls of the just complain continually. Souls of the just are the elect in 1/3. And why would the elect in the 1/3 complain? Because of the wickedness that's going on in society. Like Lot, vexed with the filthy conversation of the wicked. Go to 10, it says, behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. I would not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt. And this is the modern day Egypt. America is the modern day Egypt. You can go back to Deuteronomy 28, verse 68. What about when scripture says, I think it's in Revelation, talks about a place called Sodom in Egypt. Okay. It says, and to further prove that, it says, and smite Egypt with plagues as before, and will destroy all the land thereof. Now, ancient Egypt is people that still dwell in ancient Egypt. But scriptures just said that he's going to destroy the land. So what Egypt is it talking about? You got to ask yourself that. 12, it says, Egypt shall mourn, and the foundations of it shall be smitten with the plague and punishment that the Most High shall bring upon it. Now, the ultimate plague, right, you know, is thermonuclear missiles, man. Okay, 200 million of them. It says, they that till the ground. Now, well, I'll just keep going. It says, they that till the ground shall mourn, for their seeds shall fail through the blasting and hell, and with a fearful consolation. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draw nigh. And one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their action shall stand in their power. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. So a man shall desire to go into a city and not be able. Okay, it says what? For there shall be sedition among men, invading one another. These are the times that's coming up, and people playing. Okay, it says, for because of their pride, 18, for because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. Okay? Come on, man. Famine of bread, right? They breaking in the neighbor's house to get a bite to eat. What a sword is anything that pierces you. So it could be, the modern day sword is a gun, man. Okay? Go down to 21. It says, like as they do yet this day unto my chosen, so will I do also, and recompense in their bosom. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, my right hand shall not spare the sinners, and my sword shall not cease over them that shed innocent blood upon the earth. Okay? Come on, man. So this is all coming, man. This is all coming, man. And these heathen have to be put out of commission, man, and they need to be in subjection. You see how the world is, you see how the world is governed under people that's not favored by the Most High. They don't have the law, so therefore they don't enforce the law. They don't believe in the law. They don't live by the law. They don't acknowledge the law. They don't, look at Moab, man. Look at Esau. Look at Ishmael. Look at all these nations, right? I mean, you got in the Middle East, right? You got, some customs over there that's biblical. But all in all, they're still heathen. But all in all, they don't have the truth, man. They don't have the knowledge. They believe in Allah and Islam and all that. Sure, they don't eat pork. Sure, yeah, whatever, man. Sure, their women are covered up. But they're still our enemies, man. They're not the chosen seed. Okay? They're not Israel. When we get back in power, Lord willing, I'll be one of those men. When we get back in power, the earth is going to be at peace, man. You other nations are even going to be at peace, man. You're going to have to pay tribute pursuant to Isaiah the 2nd chapter and Isaiah the 60th chapter. But you other nations are going to be in peace. And this is the good news that we teach. This is the good news. Because what? It's light at the end of the tunnel. Aren't you like, come on, man. Aren't you tired of hell? Aren't you tired of waking up to the everyday hustle to pay bills? Knowing that the world belongs to you, man. But we can't have it right now. Why? Because we went off. But guess what? The house of David is being risen up again, man. Right before the eyes of our enemies, man. Just like scripture said it would. Okay? I think this is a second. Give me 1 second. Where's the scripture at, man? Bear with me. What was it called? Reprove. Right here. Psalms 50 and 21. Yep. Psalms 50 and 21. It says, these things hast thou done, and I kept silence, because you heathen have done, all kind of manner of wickedness. Thou thoughtest that I was altogether such as one as thyself. So you thought the Lord was with you. You thought the Lord was on your side, because you, in your mind, been getting away with whatever you think you've been getting away with, but you haven't. Right? It says, but I will reprove thee and set them in order before thine eyes. Now, look, the Lord is setting us in order before the eyes of the world, man. And the house of David is being rebuilt. The southern kingdom and the northern kingdom are coming together, man. Okay, when the last time you seen so-called black men and so-called Latino men, standing together, firm? Okay, but scriptures say if this was of men, it should come to naught. That's how you know this isn't of men. Okay, this is of the Lord, man. Come on, we prophesying, and then look, you see on the main news, right? They're talking about a mothership has entered. They can see the mothership has entered the realm, basically, and it's sending other UFOs, which you know them as IFOs or chariots of the Most High, into the atmosphere. But we've been talking about this, man. Now it's on major platforms. So we've been being called weird. We've been being called whatever, man. But you could call us whatever. Because at the end of the day, right? Listen, it's like the Matrix, man. When you unplug from society, right? You're going to be different from the majority of people. But scripture said, follow not a multitude to do evil anyway. So you're going to think different. You're going to walk different. You're going to view things different. You're going to have a fear of the Lord, right? You're going to try to get right, right? You're going to have, a different, countenance about yourself, man. You're going to have a different walk about yourself, a different mind about yourself from the majority of people. And people will think, oh, this something up with this guy, something up with this dude. Oh, whether it's a good thing in their mind or whether it's a bad thing in their mind. Oh, he weird. He believe in that. He believe in UFO. But scripture say, talk about these things. Scripture said that what? We should meet the Lord in the air. Well, if Babylon, aka America, is going to be destroyed within 1 hour, you can't get out of your major city within an hour, man. Especially when all hell's breaking loose. It takes some of y'all an hour to get to work. So if 200 million missiles is prophesied to be shot upon this place, and this place is going to be destroyed within 1 hour, but it talks about the elect being saved and meeting the Lord in the air, what device can get us in the air? Can beam us up to meet the Lord? Right? Chariots. Okay? Chariots, man. It's in the scriptures, man. It's in Ezekiel. It's all in the scriptures, man. Throughout the scriptures, Hey, but with that, man, Lord, the video is edifying. Lord, I can got something from this video. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shah, Bahashim, Kakadash. I want to tell you, brothers, keep pushing on to the next. Shalom.